Hey Taurus, this is a general timeless reading, so make sure to use your own discretion and stay open to your own intuitive hits that could come through, and also only watch these tarot videos when you feel guided to do so. If you feel the roles I'm describing are in reverse, please feel free to reverse the roles while you're listening. And if you'd like a personal reading, head to my website for more information. The link will be in the description box. Okay, if you can hear that loud static sound, that's rain. I don't know how bad it's going to be until I finish this video, so hopefully you can hear me, and okay, let's just go. Alright, we got completion here with divine connection. For a lot of you, I feel like there's something in your life, and this could either be a person, a job, a hobby, something that feels very divinely ordained, like divinely blessed. If you feel like, you know, oh, this person's my soulmate, we've been friends for years, or this is my passion, it's always been my passion, or like, you know, those types of things. I feel like there's something, and you'll know what it is. I can't say exactly what it is because it's general reading, but there is something there that it's like, it's just not giving you what it used to, or you don't feel the same way about it anymore. Like, it's just not hitting the spot. It doesn't give you what it used to give you. And there's a sense of like a need to sort this out, and I get that you've already started doing that. And it comes from a place of protection, because it's kind of like you're noticing that there's things that don't line up with your values, your desires. It could even be like a friend with like a sense of humor that's just not, you don't find it funny anymore, or like it's just maybe something that you do that's giving. Maybe like you're a nurse or you're something, and it just doesn't feel good anymore. Like, you still feel good in a sense, but it's not giving you that sense of self-worth, that satisfying feeling of I'm living my purpose, or this is the right relationship for me, or this is a good friendship. Like, there's just something is like misaligned values or misaligned energy somewhere in this situation with this divine connection. And you'll know what I'm talking about because it'll feel like something that's just like inherently a part of you or your life, which could be, again, hobbies, friends, family, work. I feel like that's going to clarify throughout the reading, but we'll get to that. But there is a sense of protection, like I need to sort this out to keep myself safe, because I've noticed that this could potentially devolve into something. It may not be that you need to cut it off completely either. It could just be that you're trying to rework this and improve it, but you're just not sure how that's going to go. You're trying to tweak it, adjust it, or end it. And it's kind of like, I feel like you already feel like you know what's going to happen. I get this like sense of strong wisdom around this. Like, you're not going to have to figure this one out too hard. Like, it's kind of like you've already been made aware of this. You've already begun sorting this and contemplating this. But there is a need for protection that comes from this need to assess this thing, this divine connection, this long-standing thing that feels like it's complete, or like it's kind of run its course, or like you've grown out of it. For a lot of you, I do feel that this is like a connection, like a person or a group of people, even maybe a family dynamic. Yeah, because there's this sense of worry and the possibilities that might come from either stating your truth or like sorting this out the way that you feel you're supposed to. In regards to the connections that you have surrounding love, like, so there is like a sense of fondness, a sense of love with this thing. I don't get that a lot of you have had a big blow up with this thing, or that you've turned your back on this thing, or this person, or this situation, or hobby, or whatever it is, but there's something that's just not gelling anymore. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's because you've grown too much compared to the thing that you feel you've outgrown. Or it could be, just the baseline of whatever it brought you in the past isn't enough to satisfy you anymore. there's a sense of feeling trapped in that, like, it's like no matter which way I move, I feel like there's going to be trouble. Because you've got the devil, luck, tranquility, and trouble here. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like there's a payoff for dealing with this, but you also are aware that there's also going to be trouble. There could also be major upheaval, major concern. This could go pear-shaped very quickly because either the people or the things that you're dealing with, the situations or whatever, don't respond well to where you're at and to your approach, which is very mature. And I get this sense of like, you feel complete, you're becoming more complete within yourself, and that's caused you to be very aware of people who are incomplete, or the things that aren't in alignment with your now newfound sense of self. And yeah, I keep getting, for a lot of you, this is relationships, this is like a friendship or a partner even. For a lot of you, I get it, this is like a friendship though, to be honest. But, you know, apply it how you apply it, because it's a general reading. But yeah, there's like a sense of restriction, like I want to say what I want to say, but if I do, it'll cause trouble. But it'll also cause me to feel more tranquil and more like I'm living true to my own self because of whatever this is that you need to address. Spirit saying that if you go about this in the most high vibrational, loving way that you can, the most open and honest way that you can, whatever happens, happens, and it's supposed to happen. Like, I get that this is like one of those pivotal moments where you shift. It's like when two timelines are intertwined karmically, and then at some point they separate. This is that separation moment. And you can separate or just let it dwindle. It'll probably eventually crumble either way. Or you can go about this and say what you need to say, do what you need to do, but in a way that's beneficial, not just to you, but to the person that you're dealing with. I'm just trying to look. If there's any spirit, is there anything else? Yeah, it's a process that's like Spirit's trying to help clear out new avenues for love, loving connections. And there's a reason that the time's come that you've now noticed this thing in this relationship or this situation, but for a lot of you, I get this is a relationship. The time's come for you to notice and act. And if you don't act, that's fine. But I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be stuck in that devil energy of like, I feel like I can't breathe, I want to speak my truth, but I can't. People will react poorly. And if that's the case, there's a good chance that you've surrounded yourself with people who aren't healthy, or you are the same way, and you've now grown and healed in ways that they haven't. So now the way that you address things, the way that you approach things just isn't compatible with their lifestyle or their approach or their mentality. So Taurus, allow these connections to fall away if they need to fall away. They may not need to, they could just change in very big ways, and I think that's where a lot of this worry comes from with the Five of Pentacles or discs. But if they really love you and if they care, it will strengthen the bond. And if they're supposed to fall away, and that's what Spirit wants, they will fall away and they won't respond well to this. But it will open up divine space for more loving connections that are waiting to be brought in. That's really all I've got to say on this, is just, yeah, that divine connection, that long-standing thing that you feel you've outgrown or have just changed into something where it just doesn't fit in your life anymore. That's accurate. And Spirit's really trying to get you to act on that. And I feel like for most of you, you are very grounded and wise, and you've healed a lot. You've come a long way. So don't don't poo-poo that and just, ghost this situation. Handle it directly, but do it in a loving, kind, compassionate way and see what happens. If it's supposed to fall away, it will. If it's not, it won't, and it'll become stronger. But you'll know if you made the right decision, because you won't feel like you're stuck in this devil energy anymore. And you won't have the worry, and you won't have that just lingering, subtle feeling that you've outgrown this now. You've outgrown each other. You've outgrown this job or this situation. Alright, I'm going to leave it there now that the rain stopped. Oh my goodness. I hope this helped, guys. If you want a personal reading, book in. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Blessed be.